Today I'm unboxing a new toy. I bought myself a scythe, so I have broken a whippersnipper about 3 times because I'm only tiny. I have the smallest whippersnipper. It's a petrol one, and it's a lot of work around our property because we've got a lot of hills and bits and pieces that I need to keep tidy. I got sick of taking it for fixing, and it costs a lot, plus the price of petrol's going up. So I have treated myself to a scythe. I haven't used one before. I haven't even opened the box. It's sat for a month or so in our lounge room waiting to be opened. So I'm going to open it today. I haven't peeked inside. I have undone the packaging, but I haven't peeked inside yet. So it will be as much a surprise for me as it will for you. I ordered it from Hazelcombe Farm in Australia. They specialise in scythes. I ordered a separate blade from the scythe, which is the bit that you hold. I've ordered a metal scythe, which I would have preferred a wooden one because of the traditional look. But apparently the metal one is lighter in weight and is a lot stronger, especially for the brush cutter blade that I've bought. So I've bought a brush cutter blade because it's supposed to be quite good. If I hit a stone or something, it's not going to damage the blade. Okay, so here we go. Okay. There's the scythe. This is the blade, and I've also got a whetstone to sharpen it with because I've got to stop and sharpen it every so often. So I've got that. Packaging's not really stayed around it. I've got a manual. Okay, so I've opened everything up. I've had a quick look. It's very quick setup. So there you go, that's the scythe with the handles. This here is the scythe ring, right here. I've undone with the Allen key that came supplied the 2 sort of screw things and moved that back. And it's very simple to put together. So this is the blade, obviously. I'm going to turn that over, and you can see it's got like a thing sticking out, which is going to then fit into there, and the ring will snap over it, and then we'll screw that down to hold it really tightly. So that is as much set up as it needs. The other thing, I've got to adjust these handles, and you can see they have screws in them, and there's a bit of a gap here. So I can tighten and untighten them and slide them up and down the scythe to get the right length for my arms. Okay, so here it is all put together, ready to use. I'm a little bit scared, I must admit. I've never had a go on one of these. I would have liked to have done a workshop on them, but we don't have anywhere nearby that does it. I've got the handles now fitted to the lengths, I think, and I think the only way of me finding out whether or not it's right is to give it a go. I have put on my whetstone, so I have a field stone, which is for sharpening, because I'm going to have to sharpen it every few minutes. So that's in there with a little bit of water, ready to go. So yeah, let's try it. Okay. Swing right. Oh, that's a bit slow. Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Probably do with adjusting the blade, I think. You need a lot of practice with this, I think. Probably need to bring the well, it works.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it. Now I'm going to try. I don't know how this is going to go. I need some practice on this as well. Now the blade on this isn't as long as a grass cutting one, but because we've got lots of bits and pieces around the property, stones and things, if I hit a grass one with a stone it would probably damage the blade, whereas this is a brush cutting one, so shorter blade, but it will be able to tackle the hills and everything that I've got. Okay, I'm going to have some more fun. So the verdict on the scythe is a thumbs up. It is really light. I know I've got a lot of practice to do and I probably wasn't doing it properly, and anyone who's an expert who is watching, I'd love to hear some of your tips, but I found it quite easy to use. It cut the grass. It was a little tricky getting into the really edge areas, and I probably will have to hand scythe those little bits. But on the whole, it took me less time than it would have taken with a petrol whippersnipper, because I would have to keep refilling it and keep pulling out the cutting blade. And I feel good. Normally my hands are shaking from all the vibration from using the whippersnipper, and I feel my arms and back feel really tired. I feel really good after doing this for about an hour, and I've done most of the lawn area that I needed to do in an hour. I've probably got a bit to do around the front, around our agapanthus plants that line our driveway, but I'll do that in the morning when we've got some dew on the grass. I've heard that when you've got a bit of dew, a bit of moisture, it does help the cutting blade, so it makes it a bit easier. But I will be using this instead of the whippersnipper from now on. I know I'll be having to keep taking care of this blade. I might have to grind it down at some point, but the husband having his workshop that might be a job for him.